Hey guys, it's me Shane, here to give you another top 10 video. Except this time, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to split this video up into two parts. I'm going to give you numbers 10 through 6 right now, and you're probably asking yourself, well, what's this video about? Well, it's September now. That means school has started. Even though we're having this global situation, students are probably doing online learning or they're doing Zoom learning. And unfortunately, some are still doing face to face learning, but that's okay. So, this time, we're going to talk about the top 10 anime mentors or teachers or senseis, however you look at it. These 10 individuals have taught some of the most powerful main characters, some of them might even be main characters. So, what's my criteria for this? Well, person has to be powerful. That's just off the bat. The student must have done something significant or be doing something significant. That is number two. Um, and I believe my number three would be training regimen has to be, they have to have either trained them hard or taught them something that made a lot of sense. It's about their impact in the world. So, without further delay, I'm going to go ahead and give you number 10. Number 10 is Biscuit Kruger. She is from Hunter Hunter, or some people like to say Hunter Cross Hunter. Well, Biscuit Kruger, as if you've seen the series Hunter x Hunter, she is a high class hunter. She's actually just one tier away from being the top of the top. She's taught our main characters Gong Freaks and Killua. Yeah, his name's Killua, and her training basically, I don't want to say it damn near killed them, but it could have. She only gave them very, very minimal time to go between distances. And Biscuit herself is actually really, really strong. She appears to be this dainty, young looking, almost 17-year-old girl. But in actuality, she's actually a 53-year-old woman because when she shifts into her true form, she has these muscles and she's super powerful. And the only reason why she doesn't use this form is because she believes it doesn't make her look very feminine. But she is easily one of the strongest characters. Her abilities are perfectly made for training people. She can make a masseuse that can heal you instantly, allowing training to continue. If you ask me, that's a perfectly good teacher to me. And that's why the reason why she's at number 10 is well because even though Killua is a very accomplished assassin, which he pretty much learned from his family, and Gung Freaks has battled some really, really strong opponents, they really haven't affected the world that much. Her presence in the world definitely means a lot, but they haven't really done much themselves. And that's why she's at number 10. My number 9 is from the Soul Eater anime manga. His name is Dr. Frankenstein. That's right, Franken/Stein. Frankenstein was actually in the universe of Soul Eater, the top soul weapon maester. He's the strongest one they've ever made. Even though he has a tendency to give in to madness, he's pretty accomplished. Even when he goes into madness, he's able to still pretty much remain the same. He's actually the first maester of the Death Scythe Spirit Alburn, who is the father of one of the main characters, Maka Alburn. And our dear Dr. Stein, his new partner, Mary Monir, they have a perfect combination. They're actually currently believe they're dating and they're gonna have a kid. There's pretty much no one stronger than both of them when they're together. And actually, Dr. Stein has pretty much almost killed Medusa. I think he did kill Medusa and force her to get into a different body. So there goes his strength and there goes his relevance in the world, right? But what about his students? Well, Maka and Soul, they took on the big bad of this series. I'm not gonna spoil it, also partially because I haven't gotten to that last chapter yet. He's actually the main reason why Soul, Maka, and Black Star and Tsubaki, why they knew what they were missing. Because their first meeting of him, they thought he was just this random guy that they had to fight. But of course, Death the Kid's father, Death himself, told them, yeah, you should fight this guy. But he's already going to be their teacher. He had a very spectacular, he's probably one of the best fights in the anime, because the anime didn't really finish like the manga did, but probably one of the better fights in that entire series. He's by far he it's kind of hard for this list because I feel bad for putting him in the lower five, but he definitely belongs on a top 10 list. Number eight is one of my favorites. It's Lisa from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. She is from part two. She is not only the teacher of Joseph Joestar and Caesar Zeppeli. She's actually Joseph Joestar's, I want to say, great, not great. She's his grandmother. She's very beautiful character. She was teaching him how to use Ripple, also known as Haman, and Haman is used to kill vampire and vampiric creatures. She actually ends up joining them and fighting the Pillar Men before Caesar meets an untimely end. She pushes them to the limit. Again, another one of these teachers that gets their students to learn within a matter of days. And one of the coolest things about Lisa, not only is she named after named after the musician Lisa, she uses a scarf to channel in the powers to kill a vampire using solar energy and positive energy to kill vampires. She also inspired the Street Fighter character Rose. Rose gets all of her, you know, not hair, but scarf whipping abilities and reflecting abilities from Lisa, uh, even though Caesar dies to the Pillar Men, spoiler, even though this is super old, her grandson, Joseph, he goes on to have a great grandson himself, my favorite character, Jotaro Kujo. And they just go down the line of Joestars. Like she helps bring in the guy that helps bring in the other guys and continue this great family line. I mean, her grandson even fights against Dio in his old age and still somehow survives. He was the guy who I thought was going to live. He's the guy who I thought was going to die. As a matter of fact, if you go even further in the future, not only does he have another son when it comes to he has another son in Josuke. Let me see, I used to say your name right. Higa Shikata. Oh my God, Higa Shikata. I'm just gonna call him Josuke. He has another son because he was creeping on his wife with Josuke. So he not only is the grandfather of another main character and the great grandfather of Jolene, he is the direct father of another character who, again, survives to the end. His grandson kicks the butt of the main villain of Josuke series. I have to say, if it wasn't for Lisa, none of these things would happen. And the reason why Joseph isn't on this list is because Joseph isn't really a teacher. Let me go back to my handy dandy list over here. Now, number 7. Another stipulation that, if it wasn't apparent, I'm doing my best to only pick one teacher slash mentor per series. And this one was hard, but my number 7 is Dracula Mihawk, aka Taka no Mi Mihawk, Hawkeye. He's the teacher mentor of Roronoa Zoro from One Piece. He was one of the Shichibukai, who were a group of pirate leaders that had an affiliation with the government. Now, if you're up on your manga and anime, you know that group has been disbanded. So that is his relevance to the world. But like I said, he not only did he teach Zoro two forms of hockey, he actually the guy that inspired Zoro to take his oath that he would never lose. He lost to Hawkeye very spectacularly. Actually, Hawkeye beat him with a sword that was no bigger than this pen, probably a little bit smaller. But his main large black blade is what gave Zoro that massive scar across the face. And I suspect that that sword is also the reason why Zoro's functioning with just one eye at the moment. He made Zoro a better character. And even though One Piece isn't over yet, I kind of believe that Zoro's going to outlive Luffy. I just have a sneaky suspicion that Luffy's probably going to die towards the end of the series. Maybe, maybe not. But Zoro's going to have he's going to have more amazing battles. He's already doing great stuff already. If he wasn't doing great stuff before the training, he's doing excellent stuff now. How terrifying is Mihawk? Well, when Mihawk showed up during the The execution arc when they were going to kill Ace, Luffy's brother, he's able to track Luffy's gear second with just his eyes alone. The guy's able to cut down large icebergs. He's able to wield this massive sword that is easily 2 to 3 times bigger than himself. Has tons of respect amongst the world of swordsmen to the point where he's bored with taking challengers. And the only real challenger he actually sees now, besides Shanks and Luffy, is Zoro when it comes to a sword. Now, he doesn't have a pirate crew, but now that the Shichibukai has been disbanded, he's actually happy and looking forward to having to fight the Marines by himself. The guy travels in a black coffin across the seas. And if you know anything about the seas of One Piece, they're rough and filled with monsters. This guy is a monster among men. And now, guys, it brings me to my number 6 and the last one for this video. It is Hiko Seijiro the 13th. You don't know who that is. That is the teacher of Batosai the Manslayer, aka Kenshin Himura, from the anime and manga series Rurouni Kenshin. So, got another swordsman on here. Why is he above Hawkeye Mihawk? The guy is 43, looks like he's 26. He wears a giant cloak, which the manga artist that created Rurouni Kenshin admits that this cloak was inspired by Spawn. Amazing. The cloak is so huge that when it's put on Kenshin, Kenshin falls right over. The guy is beefy. He's strong. He's fast. He takes down a guy that's easily 15 feet and has the ability to cleave a house into. Takes him down with one stroke of his sword. He doesn't have as much time. He doesn't have much time shown as Biscuit or Franken or Lisa, but his student is Batosai the Manslayer, the guy that helped bring in the Meiji era within that universe. There's no one that doesn't know that cross scar and that red hair and that reverse blade sword that Kenshin uses. He taught Kenshin his sword style, and while Kenshin was meant to be the 14th, because what the successors have to kill the master, because these moves are used to kill. Kenshin is not going to pass on the sword style. As a matter of fact, he didn't kill his teacher because he has a reverse blade sword. But when it comes to teaching, like he's just like, well, just like anybody else on this list, he's willing to fight to the death with a student. He told Kenshin, by taking off his cloak, he said, I'm going to come at you as if I'm going to kill you. If you don't get the secret move right now, you're going to die. And he ended up teaching him the 9 Dragon technique, and he ended up teaching him the ultimate technique, all within maybe 2 or 3 days. In my opinion, and if anybody knows me, I love Rurouni Kenshin. It's actually my favorite manga series. This guy should have gotten more time in the anime, in my opinion. And actually, the creator of the series wanted to give him more time. And in the OVA, which was totally told the story for the OVA and the ending of Samurai X / Rurouni Kenshin, Samurai X Memories, he's actually training Kenshin's son. So Kenshin's son is probably going to be the next practitioner of the Hiiten Mitsurugi style. But if we're going just based on the original manga and anime, the guy's done a lot. He's accomplished a lot. He's very strong. He's one of the few characters that can make Kenshin a character that doesn't really break and get angry. And that is why he is number 6. So I hope you guys have enjoyed part 1 of our anime teachers and mentors and sensei's guide. Little note I'll put in, the other contender for Hawkeye spot was Rayleigh Silver. The only reason why I didn't give it to him was because while he did teach Luffy the 3 hockey styles and is actually pretty badass in his own right, I feel like the mystery and the mystique behind Mihawk is why he's on this list. It adds to his character, especially the fact that we've only seen him fight twice. And this is a character that I don't think is going anywhere. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what happens to him towards the end of the series, which, according to Oda Eiichiro, we have another 5 years. So hopefully in year 3, I'll get to see more. So, guys, let me know what you think of the first 5. Do you think that any of these characters from their respective series should have been swapped out for another one? Let me know in the comments down below. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get more videos like this. Wear a mask, be good, be blessed, Black Lives Matter, and I will definitely see you next time.